Hello friends, welcome all. Today's topic is how the board meeting is practically conducted in the listed company. So based on my experience, I have worked in the listed company. So based on that, I have prepared a detailed video which covers each and every single point which you should keep in mind while preparing for the board meeting. So here I have divided the board meeting into three parts. First, pre-board meeting. Second, during the board meeting or on the day of board meeting. And third, post-board meeting compliances. So here I'll cover the SEBI regulations. I'll also give the reference of the regulation. I'll cover the timelines and what other things you should keep in mind while conducting the board meeting in the listed company. Conducting board meeting in listed company is not easy task, guys, when you have to present yourself before the outsiders, especially the independent directors who are very well educated as well as the professional, and as well as the auditors and within the organization directors and the other team. So be in the video until the end. I'll cover in this video I'll cover the pre-compliances and on the date of board meeting compliances. I have prepared the separate video for the post-board meeting compliances. You can simply check the link in the description box. Also, you can check on my YouTube channel. Further, I am also preparing videos on the various topics of SEBI LODR regulations. I am trying to explain this with the examples and giving the proper timelines to make the concept clear. So if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it and click on the bell icon so you don't miss any important video. So let's start. First, as I have told you, I have divided into three parts. Let me start with pre-board meeting. So first, it starts with the blocking time of the directors. So it's very important, guys, to block the time or block the calendar and take the time slot for the board meeting well in advance, because the directors are very preoccupied and busy in their schedule. So you have to at least take time before a quarter or half year basis. So what I was doing when I was working as a CS in a listed company, I was used to block the times for the whole year on the financial year basis. So we are giving them a few dates and time slots, and basis on the majority of directors agreed on particular date, we are blocking that date and time and send them invites and blocking their calendars. So guys, this will help you, because in this busy schedule of the directors, it's important that you book the time slot in advance. Now coming to next, start early as possible. So if you have planning to schedule a board meeting on the say 10th of November for considering the results of the quarter half year ending on 30th September. Okay, so you have to conduct the board meeting within 45 days as you have to submit within 45 days the financial results to stock exchange. Okay, so I have also prepared the separate video on this timelines and the compliances for the quarter, half year and annual. You can simply check the link in the description box. Okay. So you have to start at least. So if suppose the board meeting is scheduled on 10th of November, so you have to at least start preparing for 1st October. So how to start? First, send mails internally. So in the organization, there are so many departments. There will be a possibility that other departments might need the board approval for various things. So you simply send the mail to the directors and the heads of various departments that we are planning to schedule the board meeting on this date. If you have any agenda item or you need board approval for any agenda item of your department, please send us board note and other related document by giving the date. So you can give 7 to 10 days. Okay, coming to next. Guys, this will actually help, because when I during my employment I have faced this situation, because if they are providing last minute any agenda item, it's very difficult for a secretarial team for us to incorporate the things and rearrange everything. So it's better you send them mails in advance, and you can simply add this with hassle free, right? Coming to next, preparation of draft agendas and getting ready with all the documents. So meanwhile, you receive the agenda items from other departments, you get ready with the draft agenda, get ready with the first draft and all the related documents which are you are going to attach with the agenda. For example, the meetings of all the previous meetings, for example previous board meeting minutes, then committee meeting minutes, then all other document, if there is any change in directorship of any director, then DRI 8 and any other document contract which you need to incorporate while presenting the agenda, right? So be ready with your documents at least well in advance. Okay, coming to next, send format to FN department, that is finance and accounts department. So as you know, we have to submit the financial results in XBRL format, then statement of RPT on half yearly basis, that is also submitted in XBRL format. So you just download the utility from the stock exchange listing center and send the format to the accounts department well in advance, so they can prepare the data in that format. If they are going to fill the details, provide them that formats for preparing the documents or for getting the data ready in that format only. Okay, so you have to provide these things well in advance. Also mention the timelines, because we are very stringent with the timelines, we have to follow it very strictly. Okay, so do this well in advance. Now coming to next, sending notice and invites to the person. There might be possibility that you will need other than directors, auditors will be also involved in the meeting. For example, for internal audit report presentation, for other audit report, cost auditors, so secretarial auditor or state auditor, any other person, or the other heads or the senior management people of the other departments, then send them in invite well in advance. It is not necessary you send whole notes to agenda to such other persons which are irrelevant to them, but it is necessary that you send at least notice and invites well in advance and book the time slot. Okay. Now coming to next, board meeting intimation to stock exchange. So this is very important. You have to send notice to director at least 7 days before. You can also send notice to shorter notice in case of urgency, or you there is some negative situation or unfortunate situation. I have made a separate video for this sending notices on shorter notice. You can check the link in description box for this. Okay. Now coming to next, board intimation to stock exchange at least 2 working days. Here it is as per regulation 29. Regulation 29 of SEBI LODR regulation mentions that you have to give board meeting intimation to stock exchange when there is financial result consideration. That the timeline is at least 2 working days. Here the word is 2 working days. What is the meaning of working days? Working day means the days on which stock exchanges are working. So it definitely excludes Saturday, Sundays and public holidays on which stock exchange is not working. So you can find the list of holidays from the Google or on the stock exchange website itself. Okay, here again it excludes the board meeting date and the BM intimation date. So this days should not be included while calculating this 2 days. Okay, so you have to keep in mind this and give the intimation to stock exchange. Now coming to mock drill of board meeting. So before board meeting, prepare yourself, do a mock drill of the board meeting, present the agenda before the board. You just make yourself comfortable by creating one mock drill of board meeting with your team members, and prepare with the probable questions which can be asked by the directors. Keep ready the law act with handy with you. Okay, so you can refer at any time during the meeting in case of there is requirement. Now coming to next. Okay, so if the meeting is physical board meeting or virtual board meeting. So if the physical board meeting is conducted, then it's a little bit difficult, or say it requires a little more efforts rather than comparing to virtual board meeting. Again, it's not in our hands, it's decided by board. So in case physical board meeting, you have to keep ready with printing of all the documents. If any director requires printed copy or say hard copy of the agendas, then you have to keep the copies ready, because the notes to agenda is a very thick document. There are so many pages available, so many attachments with the document, so many annexures. So you have to keep all the things arranged and ready and printed. Okay. Now next, IT setup, that is information technology setup. Check the projectors are properly working, the boardroom or say the conference room is properly working. Book the conference room well in advance and check all the mic and all other things are working properly. Coming to next, transport, accommodation and snacks. If the directors are coming for board meeting physically, then you have to also coordinate for the transport, accommodation and arrange the snacks for the directors. Of course you can take the help of the admin department, but ultimately you have to coordinate with the directors, then it becomes your responsibility. Coming to next, attendance register, register of contacts. So there are a few documents. Keep ready with the attendance register, so you don't miss to take sign of the directors while they are present, and any other document for which you are required to take sign, because the directors are very busy and it also gives a negative impression when you not able to take sign while the directors are present and sending it letter. Okay, so keep ready with all the documents on which you are required to take the director's signature. Coming to next, note down the comments during the meeting. Be very attentive. You can take help of your any other team member, because if you are presenting in the meeting, you have to keep attentive and note down every comment or suggestion given by the directors. You don't ensure that you don't miss, because in case you have to incorporate in minutes or you have to take care of in the next meeting, then it's important you note down everything and don't miss any point. Now coming to next, in case it's a virtual board meeting, then ensure the proper recording is done and decide well in advance on which platform the meeting can be conducted. For example, Microsoft Teams, Zoom, Google Meet, whatever the platform is. Ensure that link for joining board meeting is sent to each and every person to whom you wanted or you need to be in the board meeting. Okay, and also give some basic idea if the director is not aware on how to join the meeting. This happens in so many person cases. For example, the director is no so much friendly with the using this video conference, then give some basic knowledge or teaching to that director, just to avoid the waste of time or the inconvenience to the directors at the time of meeting. So this was all about which you should keep in mind pre-board meeting. And during the board meeting or on the day of board meeting, be confident, try to reach office in early. If it is virtual board meeting, prepare yourself in such a way that you don't miss anything. Or if you are attending the meeting virtually or from home in another cases, but that is not suggestible, be in the office as early as possible. Sit on your desk, be ready with all the documents, and try to, in case it's virtual meeting, try to use a separate cabin so that it will help you to avoid any echo of the sounds. Okay, so these were few tips based on my personal experience and on which I have conducted the board meeting. See you in the next video for the post board meeting compliance. Guys, don't miss that video, because in that video I'll tell you the SEBI LODR regulations, guidelines, applicability and the timelines.